happy scrapper, whoa. Get ready to watch a happy scrapper video. Happy scrapper, yeah, here we go.
Okie dokie, happy scrappers, we want to scrap out a antique brass bed. Now this one's in rough shape. I mean, no resale kind of rough shape. All the bolts are rusted loose. We don't have the slide-in piece. All the casters and rollers are just, I mean, bad shape. And we're going to scrap it because we want to show you guys what you can get out of a damaged brass bed. Now these, they're not solid brass. These decorative pieces here are going to be solid, but this is a skin that's over the top of a metal frame on the inside. Now we're going to start out with taking these larger bolts out if they'll come out. We may have to get the angle iron. Why do I keep saying angle iron? Get the angle grinder and grind those off. These are 5/16 up there, and take those off, and we'll break it down into sections, and then we'll show you how to peel that brass coating on, not coating, skin on there, and break it down and get it ready to take it to the scrap yard. So let's start breaking this down. Alrighty, we've got our items broke down. I took the screws and bolts and stuff out of those. There will be some caps on the end of these, and typically this top piece across the top of the bed is going to be solid. I mean, as far as it's going to be a little bit thicker than the skin because it doesn't have the metal support in it, so it'll be all yellow brass on the top of it. Now what we'll do is take one of these cross sections, or up and down sections, whatever you want to call it, and we'll start peeling back that brass skin that's on there. So I'll set one of those up and we'll get started doing that now. Alrighty, I put this in a vise so it's a little bit easier to see, but you can see the little line there, and what you need to do is just start on one end with a flat screwdriver and just pop that under there. It's pretty simple to get it started. And you can see how that skin is peeling back. You can just keep working it right on down the piece there. Whether it be popped out of there, a leg, or on the side, and it just rolls that brass skin back. And once you get a little bit further down the piece, it starts coming off easier and easier. But you need to pay attention to this edge. Always have some type of protection on, because man, this stuff is crazy sharp. So I'm going to finish taking off the rest of these pieces here, and then we'll weigh out. Well, I got one other thing to show you. This is the caps that are on the end of this. One has a large cap and another one has a small cap, and I just pop them with a hammer and they come right off. And I always take an anvil and mash them down as far as I can get, because it makes it easier to transport them back and forth to the scrap yard. So I'll get all this done, and then we'll come back and see what our weights are. Alrighty, that's what's left over after we skin the brass sheeting off of the rails. There's some more outside, but it's getting late in the night. I don't want to bother the neighbors anymore. So this is what we wound up with. You can see how I've pounded some of that stuff down to fit into the bucket a little bit better. So we wound up with right around 15 pounds of yellow brass. So Yeah, it's pretty good yield, and wound up with about 28 pounds, I believe, of regular shred steel. So, you know, if you see these things on the side of the road, or see one out somewhere that's damaged, can yield pretty good for not very much work either. So, if you see those out there, grab them up. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, and happy scrapping.